Right, last night's homework. So 6 years, so I gave you, where are ye? 403 to 404, 6 to 11. Right, anyone need number 6 done? Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11. No?
Can you do 5, but can you just explain the 5 part 2 why it's not?
5 part.
2.
I think that's, I haven't gone on to that page yet. I'm still on the previous page.
Oh, sorry.
Is that, yeah, no, that's okay. Because you didn't have 5 on that page.
Excuse me, please. Would Judith O'Shaughnessy go to Miss Garrity's office now, please?
Right, the next page then I gave you 1 to 5. So Zainab asked me about 5. Does anyone need any bit of number? Was it 1 to 5 I gave you? Where? 1 to 7, was it? Yeah. 1 to 5, 1 to 7, doesn't matter. Right, so is number 1 okay? 2 okay? 3, 4, 5, 5 part 2. Why is the mode a bad choice of average, is it? Okay, so wait now, I'm just going to put them in order. So there's an 18, there's 4 18s. There's 4 18s, then there's 20, then there's a 26, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 37s, is there? Would that be right? That'll do anyway. Right, okay. So the mode, right, there's 2 modes here. Is there? Have I counted them wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4 37s and 4 18s. Yeah? So the mode of this list of numbers would be, there'd be 2 of them. So there's 18 and 37. So remember, you're trying to get a measure of centre, right? Where's the middle, right? Okay. So does 18 or 37 give any indication of a measure of centre? Does it give you any indication of the centre? No, they're the extreme, they're the end values, aren't they? So the mode in this case only gives you the end values, and it really isn't a good measure of centre. That's what I would write down. Okay, because remember, a median, mode and mean are measures of centre. So they're trying to tell you where the middle is. So 18 and 37 doesn't gives you no indication of where the middle is. Sure doesn't? Right, okay, that's all. Right, okay. Frequency distribution, so, right, okay. First off, what is a frequency distribution? Okay, so it's a table. It's a short way of writing a list even. Okay, so kids party, age of everyone at the kids party. There was one, so I went around and I asked all 30 kids what age they were. Move it over, sorry. It's Friday. There's the door. I'm going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. Okay? So 30 kids at a party, and I went around and asked them all what age they were. Obviously the 1-year-olds weren't able to tell me, but their parents told me. Right? Okay? So the age, so that's a long list to write. There's 30 numbers in that list. It's a fierce long list to write. So instead of writing out a list, I could write a frequency table. Okay? Where I could write the ages and then the number of kids. So instead of writing out a list, alright, I could say, well, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 kids age 1, right, okay. There was 2 kids age 2, right, okay. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids age 3. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids age 4. There was 2 kids age 5. There was 2 kids age 6, and there was 2 kids age 7, and I've run out of room, and there was 1 child aged 8. Okay, right, so frequency distribution or a frequency table is a short way of writing a list. Okay, so it's a short way of writing a list. So a frequency table is a short way of writing a list. So frequency table is a short way of writing a list. Is that okay? Does everyone understand what a frequency table is?
Yeah.
Right. So what we need to be able to do now is we need to be able to calculate the mean, the mode, the median and the mean, right, from a table. Okay? So you know the way we calculated the measures of centre from a list? Sorry, I took that away. Is that alright that I take it away? I'll need it back in a minute anyway. So calculating measures of centre or location I'll move this up now in a minute from a frequency table. From a frequency table. So what are the measures of centre again, please? Mode, median, mean, aren't they? Right, okay. So I'll use this table here as an example. Right, okay. So to get the mode is the number that appears most often in the list. Now I know I have the list written out, but pretend I don't. So 1 is there, number 1 is in the list 6 times. Number 2 is in the list twice. Number 3 is there 9 times. Number 4 is there 6 times. Number 5 is there twice. Number 6 is there twice. Number 7 is there twice. Number 8 is there 1 time. Right, okay? Do you all see how, right? So which number is there most often? Which number is on the list most often? 3. Right? So it's easy enough to see the mode, isn't it? Right? It's got the highest frequency. Right? Okay? Number of kids is the frequency of the kids. Right? So number 3 was in the list 9 times. Common mistake. Right? Why am I telling you the common mistake so you don't make it? Right? Can you guess what the common mistake is? People tell me from this, people tell me the mode is what? They tell you it's 9. Right? Okay? But is there even a 9 on that list? No. That 9 just means number 3 is there number 3 is there 9 times. There's actually no 9 on the list, so there isn't. Okay, so that's just a common mistake. So they tell you how often the number is there instead of telling you what the number actually is. Are we okay? Median. Okay. Right. The median, girls, is the middle number. Would you agree? You'd line them up like this, and you'd one at the front, one at the end, one at the front, one at the end, one at the front, one at the end, etc. Agreed? Right, okay. But we're pretending we don't have the list now. Right, so there's 30 people in the group. Which number is the middle number, approximately? 15. About 15. It's actually 15 and a half, 15, 16, okay? But that doesn't matter, 15 will do me. So we'll say number 15, if I lined up the children, youngest to oldest, number 15 would be the middle person, would you agree? So I want to know what age is the middle person. So if I lined them up, remember for median you have to line them up in order. So the first 6 kids would be 1-year-olds, wouldn't they? The next 2...
Sorry for the interruption. Just to remind all students that school uniforms be worn at school at all times, bar the days that you have PE, and then you can wear the full PE uniform, which obviously there's a few students waiting for, and we're sorry about that, but will be in the next few days. There is about 250 extra coats and shawls. They are really warm coats, and they're designed to keep you warm inside our school over the winter. Need one extra layers now as well, because the windows are going to be left open right through the winter. But we are not going to accept any kind of coats coming in. When you're outside in the school, you represent what the school is about. And 95% of the students are doing that. And I'd like to thank you so much because you're so proud of your uniform and of your school. But the 5% that are refusing to wear the coats will not be allowed to do that. I will collect, and I'll be asking teachers to collect any coats on Monday that are not part of the school uniform. It is not acceptable. You have the whole weekend to sort it out. As I said, show us on the coats. Thank you.
Yeah, the grey hoodies aren't allowed either, girls, now that you drew my attention to it. So you know the grey hoodies you're both wearing over there? Yeah, they're not part of the uniform, so don't wear them. Right, layer up underneath or wear a coat, right, okay, if you're cold, but you're not allowed to wear those, okay? Right, okay, the median is the middle number. Okay, so I've established child number 15. I want to know what age is child number 15, because that's the median. Right, the middle child. What age is the middle child? Are we with me? So I've lined them all up. The first 6 children are age 1. So have I got to the middle child yet? No, I'm only on the first 6. The next 2 are 2. So 6 and 2 makes 8. So I'm on the first 8 children, aren't I? The next 9 children, so 6 and 2 makes 8. 8 and 9 makes 17. I've passed out number 15 there, haven't I? I'm looking for number 15. What age is number 15? 3. So number 15 is age what? 3. So the median is 3 again. Right? Do you all see how I did that? Okay, there's 30 in the class. Number 15, or at the party, number 15 is the middle child. So I count. 6 and 2 makes 8. 8 and 9 makes 17. I've passed the middle child. Just past them there. So they must be age 3. Okay? Is that alright? Now the mean. The mean is you add up all the numbers, right, and you divide by the number of numbers. Is that right? Okay, so the mean, girls, right, this means number 1 is there 6 times. So I go 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, wouldn't I? What's a short way of doing that? Instead of adding 1 6 times, I could multiply 1 is there 6 times, isn't it? Would you agree? Right, next one. 2 is there, now I have to add 2 is there twice. So instead of going plus 2, I could go 2 is there 2 times, right? Next one is 3 is there 9 times. So instead of going plus 3, etc., I'll just go 3 by 9, right? Next one, 4 is there 6 times. 5 is there twice. 6 is there 2 times, plus 6 by 2. I'm running out of space now. Right, plus 7 is there twice, 7 by 2. And I'll just plus 8 by 1. Is that right? Okay, so did you see what I did? Instead of going 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, I said 1 is 6 times. Instead of doing 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 9 times, I said 3 multiplied by 9. Do you all see the shortcut? And then divided by all the people at the party, right? And the short way of getting all the people at the party, right? I know there's 30 because I wrote them out, but it would be all the second line added up. So 6 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So it's top by bottom, add top by bottom, add top by bottom, divided by all the bottom line added up, right? So it's top by bottom, add top by bottom, add top by bottom. So I might just write that down, okay? So it's top multiplied by bottom. So the top number multiplied by the bottom number. Add the top number multiplied by the bottom number. Just, you won't have the list in a while, so just so you know. Right, add, I'm done right now to all that. So dot, 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 keep going into the end. Top by bottom, add top by bottom, add top by bottom. Divided by, how do I get these numbers? Bottom line added up. Okay, and then you put it into the calculator and you press equals. Okay, you always, and hear me now, you always write out this line, right? Even though you'll be typing it into the calculator, will you please write it out? Because if you don't write out this line, and it's a big long sum that you have to put into the calculator, it is easy to type the wrong number, right? So if you write it out and then type it wrong into a calculator, you will lose 1 mark. If you do not write it out, type it wrong into a calculator and get the wrong answer, you get 0 marks. Okay? So you need to take the time to write out this line. Okay? I'm sick of correcting tests where it's not written out. Okay? Because it's so easy. Look at all the numbers you have to type in. It's so easy right out there. Or type in the wrong number. Okay? So that's 6 plus 4 is 10, 37, 57, 61, 71, 83, 97, 97 and 8 is 105. It's 105 divided by 30, which is 3 1/6, which is, sorry, 105 divided by 30 is 3.5, I think. Okay? Anyway, we'll pretend that's the answer, okay? Is that alright? So when you type the whole lot there, you get 3.5. So the mean age at the party is 3.5. So on average, the middle age at the party is 3.5. Okay? Can I point out, look at the mode, the median and the mean. They're quite near each other, aren't they? So that means they're all a good measure of centre. They're a good measure of centre because they're very near each other. Okay? So every single one of them is a good measure of centre. Which one is the best measure of centre? The mean. Because there's no what? There's no outliers, right? As in, there's no really old person, right? Okay, they're all close together, like it's only from 1 to 9, so they're quite near each other. So the median is the one you do with the outliers, but this time the mean is fine. Are we good? Yeah. Right, okay. Have I enough explaining done? Yeah, you're able to do a few of these for me? Right, okay, so if we do page 409, how am I going for time? You have 10 minutes left, so let's do 1 to 7, because I like to look at number 7. We'll see what you come up with. Okay, so page 409 to 410, 1 to 7. Between now and Monday. Okay, and you've 10 minutes left. Okay, do I have to take pictures? Do I? Yeah, okay.